Mr. Akib, and it's my pleasure also to meet you all, beautiful students from India, I think. And yes, let me introduce myself. My name is Tia, and I'm from Indonesia. And I was one of the moderators together with Mr. Akib in the one of English language club founded by Mr. Tommy Barnes that time. Yes, and then I was a speaker there, a moderator then, and we talk about English. I attend the English language club almost every day, and English language is a bridge for you guys to enter the real world. So if we talk about English, do not afraid to speak, okay? Because if you are afraid, you will not learn something new, okay? If you only limit yourself, if you afraid to speak English, you don't know if you can break the limit of speaking English. Okay, so once again, I will thank to Mr. Akibwani that give me an opportunity here to join you, and I will share my PowerPoint to give you some insights so that you can speak English more bravery. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Tia, you can speak. We're listening to you.
Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Because actually I want to share my screen. All right. So can you guys see my share screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Right. All right. All right. Good. So you can see my PowerPoint. Okay. All right. So this is all right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is I bring the theme here, English for real life. Because why? Because in real life, English is not just learning about grammar, but you have to you have to be brave to speak loud out of your English. Okay, so this is my title is Why Your Voice Matters. All right, so here English is a bridge. Okay, so English is not just a school subject or collection of grammar rules. It is a bridge. Using English, you can connect people from across different world that have different language, culture, or background. You can gather together with the people and you can share. Maybe you can share your language, your culture, and your background with the people from around the world using English. And second, English bring opportunities closer, because if you use English, both writing, speaking, listening, opportunities will come to you closer because you understand the context of the English, no matter what. Okay? And then the third is English helps your voice be heard, because English is a global language that almost every countries in the world use English to communicate. Okay, so if you speak English, if you bravely speak English, you can first connect people across different countries, and opportunities will come closer to you, and then English will help also your voice to be heard. Okay, so do not afraid to speak out your English. Okay, and then again, English is not a subject, it's a tool, because with English you can find a variety of works in the world, not only in your countries, and then you can also use English for learning something new, either it from culture, for like culture, yeah, and then you can understand people also by learning English, because it's not a subject, it's a tool. And then again, by using English, you can meeting people from different countries, and then from different countries, you can know what's the culture of different countries. Maybe you can know what's the specific food, something like that. Okay, so what you need to understand is English is a key. If you don't use, it's just a metal. Okay, English is a key. If you don't use, it's just a metal. But if you use the key, it opens the doors. Same way with English. If you use English only inside in your head, it's just it's just a subject. It's just surrounding around in your head. But if you speak aloud your English, it opens your opportunities to wider world. Okay, because you can enter, you can meet many good opportunities from, maybe we don't know, from your friends, because you can communicate with all people. Okay, so remember this also. You don't learn English to pass exams. You learn English to enter the world. Okay, okay, that's okay. You learn English because I have examination is not to pass the exam. The more important about English is you learn English to enter the real world. Okay, because once again, English is a global language, and most countries in the world use English as the language of communication. Okay, so here I want to share my real experience when I started learning English. So actually, I started learning English since I was 11 years old. It was my fifth grade in the elementary school. And then I started falling in love in English when I was 14 years old. And that time, I was listening to one of Western music. And that time also, I started falling in love in English because I thought that time the pronunciation of the singer is easy to my ears to catch the words. And started that time, I started falling in love in English. And then because I fall in love in English by first time by listening to the music, that's why I learned English through music, through movie, and then through formal school. Okay, and then time flies so fast, and then I became one of the moderators in English language club together with Mr. Akip Wani sir, and then I'm one of the Indonesian moderator in English language club. And then currently, because of my English, I'm working as a bilingual secretary here in Qatar. All right, so this is all people. I think most of people common fear is making mistakes, including me. I was back then when I was young, when I was 10 years old, when I was 11 years old, when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. I was afraid to make mistake. But you know what? Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because if you once again, if you afraid to make mistake, you don't know if you can even break the limitation. Okay, if you are only afraid speaking loud of your English is just here in your head. Okay, but if you are bravery to speak loud of your English and do not afraid to make mistake, you are growing. Okay, because that's the key. You know, guys, everyone makes mistakes. Even if they are a native speaker, they make mistakes also. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, because by making mistakes mean you are learning. Silence means you stop growing. And fluency comes from courage, from your bravery, not grammar first. Okay, so do not be thinking about what if I fall, what if my grammar is wrong, if like this, like, no, don't be like that. Okay, just speak out, just speak your English, speak out your English from your thought. You need to be brave, you need to be courage, because like I said before, do not fear to make mistakes, because native speaker also make mistakes. Okay, so introduce yourself maybe later. And this is sorry. this is I have example of introducing ourselves. Okay. You can mention your age. I'm 11, 10 years old.